Alright, I'll take this, thank you. Oh, I should probably move area before. There we go. I shall have you sit here, little cave maggot. So we are in Wumyon Woods right now. Very strange map in the way it goes northwest. The Omas aren't too big of a deal, especially at this level. Get some better health potions at least, but I don't think I'm gonna need them too much at the moment. I haven't really been taking too much damage, and I'm sure that's going to change soon. Maybe not with the Omas, but probably with what comes after this. Oma Bones, I think I needed that. To be honest, I've already forgotten the list that the lady gave me. So I'm just going to assume that the Oma Bones were part of it. Strain Bracelet, which is a damage upgrade, but I lose my defense. Considering I'm not really taking any damage right now, I think I'll take the increased damage instead. Half Moon. Ooh, here we go. Level 26. I am level 26. Cool. So, we finally get our mana bar, and we get our skill bar, because this is our first usable spell. So, Half Moon. This is, I'm going to change this actually to F2. That's what I usually use these sort of things on with a warrior. So Half Moon is interesting because it acts as a warrior's form of AoE. So what Half Moon does is, well, I can basically show you. Like, let's try and get some Omas together. Oh, this is a level 44 warrior. Not sure about showing the example on this one. Let's get some weaker ones together, shall we? Here we go. Let's get a nice cluster going if we can. The Omas are a little bit slow. Right, so we turn Half Moon on. There we go, let's get them together. And as you can see, it attacks for 3 spaces in front of me, acting as like a semi-AoE attack. It's extremely useful for the warriors, so we don't have to attack things one at a time, but as you can see, it does cost mana to use every swing, not just to turn it on. And it will do a slight increased bonus damage. There are several types of these sort of AoE attacks, Half Moon being just the basic one for now, but later on you do get some really amazing versions of this. And speaking of spells, we just got Thrusting, which is also a nice spell to have. So this is, oh, I didn't take the skill book. That would help if I did. There we go. It appears this is another spell. I shall put it at, where do I usually have this thing? F4. I think that's a good enough space for it. So you put Thrusting on. You see my swing now has this sound effect and this visual to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a good example of this. I'll try on this Oma here of exactly what Thrusting does. Getting 1 space away from me. Oh, there we go, that was a good example. So what thrusting does, it extends your attack by 1 space. So let's say if these omas were lined up, like one behind the other, I'd be able to attack one and hit the guy behind him at the same time. So thrusting's a pretty nice spell to have. Again, it's a warrior staple. Usually, we just have this on all the time because it gives bonus damage. So usually we just never turn it off. Which is fine for later leveled warriors, but at the moment my mana can't really support having this on all the time. It does only cost 1, but yeah, my mana's not the best. You'd think that a warrior wouldn't care about mana, but later on in the levels, mana becomes a pretty big deal for a warrior because they constantly need these spells to support the way they do dungeons. So here I've got a cluster, so I'm going to turn on Half Moon. Turn it off whenever I'm just doing a 1-on-1, turn it back on. Back to 1-on-1, so I turn it back off. So just switching between on and off, thrusting and Half Moon, it's a good way to be efficient with your kills and preserve mana. I probably don't need to be that efficient at these early levels, but it's kind of just a habit that I've made from being a high level warrior. It's really where warriors get a lot more interesting, is when these spells are involved. I think up until that point they're kind of a bit boring and basic, but these spells definitely add a lot more flair to them. Especially the later versions of these spells. Oma bones, I have those already, yeah. I don't think I need more, so... I was kind of hoping that these omas would drop food for my pets, but it's not looking like that. Oh, and just as I say that, what do you know, I get some meat soup. Oh, hold on. There is a warrior here. I'm gonna turn on frosting for this. Oh, they're a bit... If I line them up properly, I can use Half Moon. Oh, this guy's actually doing damage. That's crazy. I'm using my potions for once. Cool. Oh, I got an achievement, kill Oma Warrior. Very nice. Oma Warrior Axe, is this good? Level 32. Cool, well it will be good soon enough. Soul Shield, that sounds like a... Yeah, that is not a spell for me. Let's see. There you go, so... I talked about this in the previous episode, I'm not sure how much I cut out because I did ramble for a long time about it, but Vitality gives 12% and then the stats go along to be even, and then there's one high, one low, so for Meat Soup it is high in Vitality, but it's low in Intelligence, and then the rest of the skills will be even. There's always 1 plus and 1 minus with these sort of foods, so it's important to know what each food specializes in, so if you want to build your Agumon to be intelligence-based, you know not to use something like Meat Soup because you're going to be leveling the intelligence a lot slower, but in this case of a Cave Maggot, I don't really care what their stats are as long as they're being leveled, because I won't be keeping this pet around too much as soon as I get a better one, so for now I'm just going to feed it anything. Oma spine. Okay, I think that's everything that she wanted. Yeah, so the Oma Bones, Oma Spine, and Oma Warrior X. Oops, I don't want to teleport, I'm glad I misclicked. Cool, so I need a Woomer Trident, Woomer Guardian Sword from the Woomers in the Woomer Temple northwest of Woomian Woods. Okay. So maybe the Woomers might give a little more trouble than the Omas. Teleports me right outside, okay. Woomers are a little bit more of a step up. Okay, we get no expanded map here. Level 30, okay, so they're more my level. The soldiers aren't too bad. Oh, the lady took my axe. I might have to go get another one. I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna go try and get another axe because I liked it. I got Oma. I got another Agumon. So already I want to replace the cave maggot because I think that Oma's going to be better. Which is fine by me. I'm glad to get a better Agumon already. I don't think I need any of this stuff lying around. So I'm just gonna start feeding him straight away. Nice. Oh, Oma Warrior, that's exactly what I wanted. Here we go. Got to that axe already. And I can equip it. Fantastic. A decent upgrade, for sure. Okay, back to the Woomers. Okay, we are back. I believe the stairs are up here. Oh, jeez. Okay. A level 50 Bloomer Guardian. Let's see if I can take this guy on. not bad, and I get a bunch of drops. Pick all this stuff up. Let's see, shall we? Fate Sword. No, thank you. Dragon Staff, that's not for me. Dragon Slayer, that looks good. And Wuma Guardian Sword, that's a little bit under what I want. So I can use this Dragon Slayer, that's pretty cool. Big Sword. Let's see how this goes when I go back in. Hopefully I don't get... You know what, I'm going to take a potion. And then dip my head in, let's see. Oh, clustered right at the door. I think I can do this though, I think I can clear this area. Flaming Sword, oh my god, that is exactly what I want. Let me grab this. Oh, I need this guy out of the way. Oh, they're fighting, they don't want me to have this. Oh, where did it go? Did I get it? I got it, okay. Oh, I need one more level. Oops, I turned on the wrong thing. Okay. Take this brace. Converts 5 MP to HP. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Nope, turn that off. Pick this up. Okay, so I just need one more level for Flaming Sword, which is a very good spell. I'm pretty much going to say very good spell about every warrior spell at the moment. There's only a few that I don't really like that much. But most of the time the warrior spells are really, really good. Oh, some dumplings on the floor. Iron armor, oh, that's mail. I think that would have been a decent upgrade as well, but wrong gender unfortunately. Story of my life. Power ring. Sounds like it would be for me. Make sure I'm picking up all of these potions. It is for me, okay. Pretty decent upgrade. I shall take that. I don't need these too much, but I'll start a small collection for now. Oh, okay. On the chat box at the bottom, you can see our boss has been located. There is in fact a boss in here. And you can also see him on the mini-map when he shows up. He will be a much larger dot on the map. Kind of the same size as my character dot is what you want to be looking for. Okay, I'm gonna replace this Gale ring finally and put on another power ring. Oh, things are spawning in around me. My goodness, look at that. Massive cluster has just spawned in. Okay, I get to equip this now. So Flaming Sword, this is... It's like a one-hit boost to my attack. It does fire damage and extra damage to the undead. So element does matter here. As you can see, this is element fire. It says at the bottom there. Has a 10-second cooldown. So when I turn it on and I go for a swing, it does a single empowered attack, which usually does a lot more damage than your regular swing. It's very nice for taking on tanky enemies. Oop, done the wrong thing. It does take a decent chunk of mana. Not at level 0, it's only 6 mana at level 0. But I'm going to be using this as much as possible to try and get it to level 3 as quickly as I can, because this thing's really cool. Increases your DPS by quite a lot. Oh, Survive Brace is really good. Accuracy and agility and boosted attack. I will happily take this. Let's see if we can get a peek at this boss. You can see it on the minimap there, and I have been warned about it in the chat box. See if I can get a glimpse without triggering it. Oh, I'm getting harassed at the same time. Let me deal with these guys. Oh, there he is, the Woomatorius. He is approaching me. I don't really want to deal with him right now, but sure, let's do it. Big HP bar on bosses. I'm gonna keep my thrusting turned on, and every time my flaming sword is off cooldown, I'm gonna be ripping it. Turn on Half Moon just to get rid of this Wuma fighter without taking my eyes off the Woomatorius. Flaming sword again, just every single time that thing's off cooldown, I will be spamming it. He's not doing too much damage right now, but the thing about the Woomatorius is he can ramp up his attack speed extremely fast if left unchecked. I'm getting some decent hits in at the moment, so he's not able to attack me as consistently. Oh, I'm missing quite a lot now. Take some mana potions so I can keep my flaming sword up. This Wuma warrior is behind me, so Half Moon isn't going to work, so I'm just going to switch my focus for just a second. There we go, back to the Woomatorius, flaming sword on. This seems like a very docile Woomatorius. He hasn't been going crazy like I'm used to seeing them go. I think he's just being very nice because it's the first boss of the video. And a flaming sword to finish it. Oh geez, lots of drops on the floor. So lots of food. I'm going to pick all these up and feed them to my Oma. There we go, we get some sun potions, which are really cool. They instantly restore your stats, so I'm just going to take one now. A Wuma Heart and a Wuma Horn. I will be keeping a hold of this. They won't be relevant at the moment, but in the future. I'm just gonna pick up these sun potions, why not? So yeah, that's our first boss, that's the Woomatorius. Usually more difficult than that, honestly, but we seem to get an easy time for now. Maybe the next one will be more trouble. Still haven't found my objective items though. I think I need, what was it, a trident? The Wuma Guardian Sword might have been one of them, but I still need that trident. Woomer Trident, there we go. Shoulder Dash, okay. That's another warrior spell right there. Oh, my inventory is a little bit stacked. Let me just get rid of some of these, there we go. Learn this, Shoulder Dash. I'll talk about this in just a moment. Since I have everything I think I need, I'm gonna go back now. And while I'm at it, I will summon my Oma. There he is, he looks pretty cool. Is he on rest? He's on rest, okay. So the reason I summon him is because his hunger meter there is 8 out of 8, which means I can't feed him anymore. In order for that to go down, he needs to be summoned. So even if we're just idling here, eventually that number will go down, and then I will be able to feed him again. But for now, I'm just gonna have to hold on to this food. And I'm gonna sell all this junk after I talk to Emily. Bring me the horn from a Woomasaurus. Well, I so happen to have one. And that's everything, I'm done. I am done with this tutorial. And she says, have a nice day, thank you. She didn't take the horn, okay. So let me drop this ring here. Skills necklace. It is an unidentified item. Which is pretty nice actually, because that lets you kind of be introduced to the whole idea of identifying equipment. My inventory is cleared of all the junk. I have this skill necklace here, which is unidentified, so I cannot equip it just yet. I have my Oma. These Woomer items, which I will explain in the future. We're done with Emily, we've done the tutorial. So if I press H now, you'll see that Mission Wall is now the option. So if I go here we go, this is the main hub of this game. As you can see, all kinds of people wearing all kinds of very cool looking stuff, and yeah, this is it. This is the new main area that I will be spending most of my time. Future quests now come from the farmer here. There are 32, 32, and 32, so a lot of quests to be done. However, I am not a level 80 hero just yet, just 43. So I will start on the Journey to Rebirth. A lot of stuff to do here. So we can just start from the top. And yeah, this will teleport me to an area and I have to kill everything in that area. I'm not going to do that right now. But you can kind of get a feel for some of the quests that will be needed. Slay rare beasts. Kill 20 monsters from each of the following locations. And then we have a bunch of different things here. And it does tell you how far you've progressed. Although 20 isn't too hard to keep track of. I can pretty much do all of these areas no problem. But again, I'll do that later. Bone Collector. Bring me the bones of Red Skeleton and Gold Skeleton. Both of these can be found in the Hidden Lands. A teleport is available on the Portal Stone north of here. And yeah, these are the Farmer's Quests. These are amazing for the early game. And I would say mid-game too. Some of these can take an extremely long time to get done. But these early ones shouldn't be too bad. However, he did say Portal Stone, so let's go over and talk about that. This right here is the Portal Stone. There are 2 of them in this area. If I click here. So this list is like the hubs or the villages that you can go to. And these are the dungeons that you'd find uniquely to these villages. So if I was to go to Border Town right now. Here we go, I'm back to where we started. Here's my little dude. Back to Mission Wall. Let's go to Tristram. So all villages are safe zones, so we're perfectly fine to just AFK and chill out here. If we talk to this guy, Ped, they are... Misk? Yeah, here we go. Identification scroll. So you buy these scrolls from a peddler, and they are used to identify your equipment that you find. Any jewelry or weapons or armor that you find that aren't unidentified, you would come here, buy a scroll, and you would use it on here. And there we go, this is what the skills necklace does. So triple skill points bound to the character, slow +1, and fire damage plus 0.2%. That's pretty good. I do like this a lot. However, I am a sucker for attack speed, so I'm probably not going to use this, but that's fine. Let's go to Prajna. Here we have a traveling trader, and if I speak to him, you might recognize his voice line.
Hello, I'm a trader.
So the trader can sell you all kinds of things that people have sold. And this is kind of where one of my rules comes in. Can only buy basic items from stores. Some of these items that people just casually sell to traders are extremely good equipment, and it would kind of be too easy for the challenge, I guess, if I just went and bought the really good stuff from traders that people sell. There is Archimon food here, however, I'm not going to allow myself to buy the Archimon food. I'm just gonna allow myself to buy things like torches and potions and things like that. This is one of my favorite villages to AFK in. We have the Freeman here, and this is our bank. This is what we'll be using for bank space for anything we don't want to keep on us. So I'm gonna store some of this stuff away. So in the next episode, I'm probably going to start with all of this going down the list, because in the early game, doing these farmer quests will have you level up extremely quickly. I am not going to be level 43 for very much longer. I'm probably going to hit 80, maybe even within an episode or two. You can level extremely quickly from doing these things, which will slow down progressively as you keep going through the list and getting higher levels. Not sure where I'll go for better equipment to start, but that's kind of the exciting part, is learning where I'm going to get all of my new equipment from. I have a slight idea, but we'll see when we get there.